Salutations, everyone. This is Razor here giving my movie review of movie 43. Some people might not say it's much of a review as it is a warning, because this is not a good film, first and foremost. Hate to break it to you guys. I myself had some what of an expectation for this film, and people are gonna say, "Oh, well, just because it didn't meet your expectations doesn't mean it was bad." No, this is just a bad movie, and it's a shame because it has so many actors involved with it, like way too many actors to name. It's just so many great popular actors in a comedy altogether, and you might be thinking, well, was it just too much of a cluttered cast that they didn't get the right spotlight? And no. Okay, if you don't know what movie 43 is, first of all, that's okay. Just don't see the film. It's not very good at all. If you do know what it is, you've probably seen the trailer, and the trailer is pretty funny. The trailer makes this movie seem like it's going to be really, really funny, but it doesn't deliver at all. Not to say that, oh, it's just one of those the kinds of movies where like all the good parts are in the trailer. Kind of, not really though. So here's what movie 43 is, if you don't know. There's no storyline. I mean, there is like a base storyline, but it's a really lame framework for what takes place in this movie. It's just a bunch of sketches. That's all it is. It's a bunch of sketches. That's all it is. It's a bunch of short snippet storylines with different actors each time doing something. It's like, a glorified SNL movie, really. Except if you like SNL, I don't know. I really haven't seen SNL in like 20 years. So that's just not my kind of humor. That's not my kind of thing. And if you are into that sort of thing, may this movie will probably be better for you. But this movie just fails for me. If you really, really like potty humor and very, very crude comedy, if like Jackass and South Park and Saturday Night Live, if all that stuff is right up your alley, you think that's the best stuff in the world, no judgment on you. But if that's the kind of humor that you enjoy, you'll probably like this movie. If just farts and poop and balls and that kind of stuff really isn't up your alley, then this movie is not going to change your mind, because not while the entire movie isn't based around farts and poops and testicles and all of that. um it's a good litmus test of whether this is going to be your type of movie. Don't get me wrong, a lot of people, not a lot of people, but some people are really, really going to enjoy this movie. The dude behind me was laughing his ass off the entire time. And I have a sense of humor, but this movie I just did not find funny. I didn't laugh once. I laughed at the trailer. There's some funny concepts of the shorts. It's like, oh, that's a funny concept, but it looks good on paper, but when you film it and you see it, it's just you don't laugh. Maybe you smirk a little bit on some of the jokes, or like, oh, that was kind of clever, but it's just not funny. Some funny concepts, some good actors. This movie could have been worse. They could have had worse actors, and it is nice to some of these actors don't have that many chances to be funny, and so that kind of makes it a little better, I guess, but it still fails. I don't know. There isn't even one sketch that was like, well, at least that one was funny. No. It's like there's like five or seven just like, you know, 10-minute little mini shorts, and they're just not funny to me. I mean, I enjoy a good laugh. I like funny films, but and there is a couple of nice memorable jokes in there, but for the most part this movie is just completely forgettable on just all fronts. So, some of the parts, like I said, it sounds like a good idea. It's like, oh, that's a funny concept, but it just doesn't make for a funny film. It's a failure to me. Like I said, it could have been worse, but this is definitely not something you want to waste your money on. Just don't go see it. If you plan to see a movie this weekend, it's like, oh, should we see movie 43? That looks really funny. Or should we see Hansel and Gretel? I don't know about Hansel and Gretel. That's been getting poor reviews, but you know, I don't know. Maybe it's better than what it's getting, but I can't imagine it being worse than movie 43. It's just a really bad film. It's just a glorified SNL, really, with, better camera work and better makeup and some special effects, but all of the little gags are just really bad, right off the bat. The first one, I was like, "Oof, that's just not funny. That's dumb." Of course, the little kids are gonna be giggling and stuff. I mean, it's a rated R film, so the more immature you are, the more you're going to like this movie. But it's not a good film. It's not memorable. It's not even funny. It has some good actors in it, so if you're thinking, well, even all this, I still like this actor and I like all the work stuff that he or she does, so I'm going to go ahead and see the movie. Don't. They're probably going to be on screen for only 3 minutes anyway, as pretty much everyone is, and it's just a big disappointment overall. So sorry to tell you guys this, but it's a bad film. Don't go see it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.